Hi everyone, I'm John, and today we're coming out of my personal kitchen instead of the patch. I'm one of the plant-based chefs at Nature's Food Patch, and unfortunately we haven't had any classes lately, so we decided to do a recording so at least you have an option to make a recipe at home during these times. Today's recipe is going to be fairly easy. This was actually the recipe that I was supposed to make in April. I think I was the last chef to do a class at the Patch the second Thursday of March. After that we closed down. We haven't had any classes in April, and also all the classes in May are going to be cancelled. So hopefully this will give you some inspiration. This is going to be an Asian inspired salad, and it's actually pretty easy, as you can tell. And by the way, the recipe is going to be below the video. But there are multiple things, multiple ingredients that you can swap out or can add to make this the salad of your liking. But let's start with the dressing. And the dressing is also pretty straightforward. The main three ingredients are going to be maple syrup. You got rice vinegar, and we have tamari. And then hopefully you have a glass bottle. It doesn't have to be a nice one like this with all the different descriptions on it, how to make dressings, but any bottle that kind of like closes at tight so that you can actually whisk this up. The recipe asks for 3 tablespoons, but if you want to fill up this bottle, you can do a third of those 3 ingredients. The other 2 ingredients that we're going to use is going to be ginger and garlic. And actually, the best thing is to make this dressing about a day or 2 days before you want to use it, because then the flavors and the ginger and the garlic really have a time to mingle with the 3 main ingredients. So let's get started. I'm just going to do a third, because I use this dressing quite a bit throughout the week, and this can easily stay in your fridge for 2 weeks, maybe even longer, but it never lasts that long in my kitchen. So this is tamari, which is the salty component of this dressing. And it takes a little while to get it into the bottle here, but this is about enough for today. That's the tamari. This is going to be the rice vinegar, the acidic component. And the last one is going to be the maple syrup, the sweet component of it. And then you're going to add the ginger and the garlic. And you know, when you have ginger, it's very easy to actually peel the ginger. You can use a knife, but then you lose quite a bit of the ginger itself. What I normally do is I take a spoon and then just scrape the skin off, and then slice it, and eventually dice it, mince it up, and you get something like this. And if you like ginger, I'm making a mess here, but if you like ginger, feel free to put as much in as you want. For the 3 tablespoons, it calls for about a teaspoon, but you can use more if this is a flavor that you like. And this is the garlic. Again, it's going to be minced. And this is the one, if you have a garlic clove, if you want to easily mince this, I use the back of the knife to smash it and then mince it up. Use the back of the knife, because if you use the middle or even further to the front, the chance that your knife is eventually going to warp is pretty big. So the back, the thick part of the steel, use that if you want to smash it. Otherwise, just use your hands and you can do it that way too. So that's the garlic. And actually, I'm going to throw the rest of the ginger in here too. And then all you do is just mix all the ingredients well, whisk it up, put it in your refrigerator, and let it sit overnight to really have the flavors mingle. Today I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to use this as soon as we get the salad ready to go. But that's it. So pretty easy dressing to make. And then for the salad itself, it's asking for several ingredients. The main ingredient, the Napa cabbage. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any Napa cabbage, and I went to a few stores to get it. But the one thing that you will always find is the green cabbage or red cabbage. So in this case, we actually went for the green cabbage instead of the Napa cabbage, and we're just slicing it very, very thin. And that's how you end up. And this was kind of like a medium-sized cabbage, green cabbage that I took. The other thing that you see here are the snow peas, but you can use regular beans or regular peas or the sugar snap peas. All I did is I quickly blanched it. So how you do that is actually you put a pot on the stove, bring it up to a boil, and then throw in the peas for about 2 minutes. And then you put it on the cold water and to cool it down. And then you slice it up, and then you get something like this. So those are the two ingredients that I already have in my big mixing bowl. The other ingredients are carrots. It's calling for about 3 to 4 carrots. Unfortunately, I use those as snacks, and I only had 2 left. So these are 2 shredded carrots that we're going to put in there. But as I said, you can put more in there as well. And then the green scallions, nicely sliced. But if you don't have green onions or the scallions, you can also use some really thinly sliced red onion if that's something that you want to replace it with. I wouldn't use both of them, but just the green onions or the red onions will give you a really nice flavor. And then the rest of the ingredients are the roasted peanuts and also the chopped cilantro. So I have some chopped cilantro here. And I normally leave a little bit out so I can garnish the salad with the rest of it. And then there are other ingredients that you can use. So in this case, I actually got some of the bean sprouts, which I really like to add to a salad like this. I also, and this is one of the staples that I always have at home, the frozen corn and frozen peas I have too. So if you don't have the snap peas or the snow peas, you can just use frozen peas, which is one of the staples, hopefully, in your kitchen as well, because then you don't have to run out every single time to the grocery store. So in this case, I have the corn that we're going to add to it. And then another ingredient that you can add, which I really like to add, is mandarins. And you can buy these in a jar. The only problem is like when you buy them in a jar, they normally have some syrup. They're in a syrup, which means you're going to add additional sugars, and they have preservatives. So I just took the regular mandarins, peeled them for you, and sliced them up. Actually, pretty easy to do. When you peel the mandarin, what I did, I just cut them in half and then sliced them in half again, just to get that really vibrant orange color. And you can add that to your bowl as well. Don't leave anything out. We'll eat that. And that's pretty much it besides the peanuts. So what I normally do with the peanuts, you can throw them on there and half peanuts if you like to, and these are all unsalted ones. What I normally do is put them in a plastic bag. And then you just crush them. And that's it. So we can add those to the big bowl of salad as well. The other thing that is not, and by the way, these are the snow peas, and all you did is you just slice them and add them to your salad. The other ingredient that I don't have on the recipe, but I had them laying around, I have a lime here, and I like to get a little bit of the zest. Definitely gives this salad a punch. And then the remaining of the lime, I'll just squeeze that on top of the salad. And that's pretty much it. Now we just have to see if we can mix this. So you mix as well. And after you've mixed everything, then it's ready to plate this up. Add some of your dressing. A little bit of cilantro as garnish, and you're ready to go. That's how easy it is to make a salad. And as you can tell, this definitely is not just your lettuce, tomatoes, and cucumber. Actually, I don't even use those ingredients. But and you got your cabbage. If you want to add your cruciferous veggies, great way to use this salad. And we're all talking about strengthening our immune system these days, and this is a perfect salad to do it with. So hopefully this gave you some inspiration. Feel free to leave me a comment below, ask me any questions. I'll check and see if I can answer them. And also let me know if you like these videos, and we'll probably do a couple more of them. Take care, and hope to see you guys soon.